All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're listening in from. Welcome to today's Hardworking Parents Podcast. And today we're going to talk about parents in motion, how to find your fitness in chaos. I'm doing a podcast. Want to say hello? Why your workout left you for younger child for you. So, hey there, amazing moms and dads. Welcome to the Hardworking Podcast. I'm your host, Curtis, with
RJ Horner.
thanks, RJ, for being here today. Have
Yeah.
you have you ever confused a yoga mat for a napping spot, or consider carrying two screaming kids and three lunchboxes a functional fitness routine?
Mm.
Probably not. Have you ever asked yourself why your fitness routine has ghosted you after kids, and now you're thinking, how do I win it back one baby step at a time? So, if you've been struggling to exercise, eat like an adult, and remember the last time you showered on purpose, you're not alone. Let's get into it. So, have you ever had this issue before, RJ, trying to get fit and stay fit
Oh,
and avoid
listen, that's a
distractions?
listen. That's still a challenge in in this day and age. And my kids are long gone, but trying to
Hmm.
find the time, it. I don't care who you are, whether you're still a parent, an active parent, or whether you're what do they call it, an empty nester.
Yep.
Still a struggle. So.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's go back maybe for those parents who are still with young kids. So life before kids and life after kids. The fitness glow down. Remember, the before you had a gym membership, you meal prepped, you even might have taken pre-workout for fun. Then kids. Now your morning routine is a 4-year-old jumping on your bladder before sunrise and trying to find socks that match while drinking yesterday's coffee. Here's some examples. You once ran 5K, now you run after a toddler screaming with a fork. Oh, that's so dangerous. Hopefully it's plastic. You
Mhm.
used you used to deadlift at the gym. Now you deadlift laundry baskets, car seats, and that Costco size of wipes. Your cool down is collapsing on the couch with a bluey in the background. Listening to that, it's a lot of craziness there. Funny thing is, you're probably moving more than ever. It doesn't feel like exercise because you're not wearing cute leggings or logging in on an app. I know before my kid, I used to do a lot of mud runs and stuff, like
Mhm.
OCRs and stuff, so it was a lot of fun. Then when she came around, I tried to do a few, but it's harder to schedule it in because you got to go drive like a couple hours away from the house,
Mhm.
and you try to bring them along, but then it's just like chaos with the kid trying to do other things and trying to keep track of them, right?
Mhm.
Or then you finish your race, you got to find the family. It's like, where is everybody? I thought they were here, and you're wandering around for like 20 minutes to an hour trying to find everybody. So, so what fitness routine did you have, RJ, when you were younger?
I still do, and I always love hiking. You know what? Just getting
Yep.
out there in the woods by myself, just again, it engages me and keeps me still active.
Nice. It's good. Walking outside nature is a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely.
So people love to say you just have to make time. Okay, Susan, I'll just cancel this full-time job cooking dinner, bedtime battles, and emotional damage control. Here's what you're actually dealing with. Time crunch. 10 minutes of free time, that's bath and bedtime negotiation. Energy deficit. After referring who got more cereal, you don't want to plank, you want to hide. Mental load. You're carrying meal plans, dentist appointments, and remembering which kid hates peas. You're already working out mentally. Here are some examples. Ever put your shoes on to work out and then spent 45 minutes looking for your kid's missing shoe instead? You set up a YouTube workout only to have a toddler crash into your mid squat. Welcome to Paw Power Yoga. So yeah, sometimes kids come get the remote and change channels. Like, hey, what are you doing? I'm doing something.
Yeah, you don't get it.
I want to watch my Paw Patrol or whatever show they choose, right?
Yeah. And how do you tackle stuff like that then?
Well, you're just like, most parents are just like, yep, fine, we'll do this for a bit and then move on, right?
Yeah, but then you lose out on your own time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, I like to. That's why I like working in the morning when everybody's still sleeping, right? So, or some
Beautiful.
parents might be like a nighttime person; they do it at night. But I just find nighttime is just to get like energized. You don't feel like going to bed. So,
Mhm. But I think you want the daylight hours though too. So there's why morning time, you know what I mean? When the sun's just coming up, it's actually
yep,
a best time to recharge as well as work out, right?
yep,
Because the sun's coming up, your energy's coming up. Whereas at night it's dark, it's dingy, you don't feel that same energy.
Right on. All right. So moving on here. So ditch all or nothing mindset. Do something or do some or something. Fitness doesn't mean 60 minutes of sweat and a six pack abs. Sometimes it's going to be doing a couple stretches in between sorting laundry and breaking up arguments over the good iPad. Real life micro workout ideas. So some idea you do while you're trying to work out and do different habits. So one would be like do 10 wall sits while or 10-minute wall sit while you brush your teeth, maybe take 2 minutes at a time. It depends what level you're at.
Yep.
You can do 5 push-ups every time you pick up a toy. So you could probably get quite a few in there if you got a messy house with the kids putting their stuff everywhere.
Hmm.
So instead of bending down, you just like bend down, you do a couple push-ups each time, right? So you kind of fit your workout in there.
I'll have to try that one.
Yeah. Or anything. It can be laundry or whatever you have around your house. You can
I'm picking up
and-
after a pup these days, so
oh,
that yeah, that
all the
that one I could
toys and
probably
stuff.
put into practice.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And then you can do lunges down the hallway while carrying laundry. So you have set a weight, right? Or you can also have a dance break while heating up leftovers. Bonus points if your kids join in. It's kind of fun
Hmm.
because kids like to dance, I'm sure, because they think they're having fun. So it gives them a little engagement with you as well. That's fun times. Add
Or
to the
or
memory bank.
or even you know what,
Mm,
lunges or something while you're waiting for the kettle to boil, because sometimes that's a parent's only break, right? The kettle's
yep,
boiling, we're going to sit down for some coffee or make some tea,
yep,
and you know what, by the time you get the tea or coffee, you don't get to sit down because there's other things going on. But you know what,
yep.
that 5 minutes while the kettle's boiling is still
Yep,
something we
some
can put in
time.
active time.
Yeah, for sure. My mom told me that she does leg lifts at red lights. One dad does calf raises while brushing his toddler's hair. It counts, people. Just remember, movement is movement. Don't let perfect steal your progress. So just get something in there, right?
Mm.
Try to put in routines with whatever you're doing, a little exercise here and there. Kids are chaos, but they're also accidental professional trainers. For example, to get active with your kids, obstacle course, set up couch cushions, tape lines on the floor, then race. You'll be sweating in 3 minutes. So challenge your kids to jump over some cushions, do some little ladder work and stuff. We've done that with my daughter before because she does was it Roblox and they have these obbies. So we were doing those before. So we'll set up like our kind of like obby in the house. We jump on cushions or jump over stuff. It was kind of fun.
Hmm.
Freeze dance battles works every time. They burn energy. You get cardio and laughs.
And laughs are actually good for the abs.
Yep, that's right. How about a backyard ninja warrior? Hang from the monkey bars, jump over sticks, chase them like a budget gladiator show. That'd be a lot of fun. All right,
Absolutely.
next one is animal moves. So it's like a game. You can crawl like a bear, hop like a frog, or run like a cheetah. Your kids will think it's play. You'll be breathless. So,
Absolutely. And you know what? I wish I could do this. So I love some of the ideas here because I always say I wish I could bring out that inner child because I'm too serious sometimes, right?
oh yeah,
So I wish I could bring out that inner child. So you've given a good few tips here that it can help you rejuvenate yourself, right? Become
yep,
more childish, become more youthful.
yeah, for sure. And with fitness, you become more useful. You don't get age as fast, apparently.
Hmm.
Wearing a stopwatch and watching it cheer you on like you ran a marathon after chasing a taller for 30 minutes. I guess some of the smartwatches now you can do all sorts of stuff, right?
Hmm. Absolutely. Got mine on right now, so
Mm,
I have to start using it a little more
yeah.
for fitness.
Yep. Well, they do your heart rate, your sleeping time, and a bunch of other stuff. Depends on the watch, I guess, right?
Hmm.
Right.
Most smartwatches are capable to add on like Google,
Oh, fitness and stuff.
yeah, like Samsung Health or Google Fit or something like
Yep.
that. So
Yep.
most smartwatches are compatible with stuff like that.
Oh, cool, cool. All right. So feeding yourself like you're an adult human. Let's talk about food, and not the kind of food you eat cold off your kid's plate or the leftovers they don't chose not to eat. Too often, we default to snacking on leftover mac and cheese, half-eating granola bars, gummy vitamins. Oh, they are kind of good, but it's a different story. But fueling your body doesn't have to be fancy. Here are some realistic parent ideas. Snack plates for grown-ups: sliced cheese, hard-boiled eggs, grapes, hummus, and crackers. That could be a meal. Or how about some wraps? Throw turkey, spinach, and hummus in a tortilla. Done. 30 seconds. right? And this most of this probably would fall back into one of the other meal planning episodes we talked about before as well, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Just healthier snacks, right?
Yep. So here's a friendly, smoother idea. So you have a pre-bag of frozen fruits or vegetables. Just add some protein powder, some milk, put it in a blender, you're good to go. What cool thing we got is a one of these little small portable blenders that's battery operated. So you can throw all that stuff in, put it in a little bag, and throw it in your lunch pail, and you're good to go. And then you go to work, zip it up, you're good to go.
I'm gonna try this.
Yeah,
You got some good ideas here.
thanks. Then dinner doublers, what I like to do is I'll double up my dinner. So like for you doing chili or pasta, I'll make extra. So either I'll freeze some of it or I'll just use it for lunches for a couple days, right?
We always do that in my house. And now,
Yeah,
like I said, there's only two of us now, right? So we
yeah.
have sometimes meals for 2 or 3 days.
Oh wow. Yeah, you
And I
make
mean,
too much.
not to say we eat the same meal for the 2 or 3 days. Again, we bag it up, freeze it up.
Yep, perfect. Yeah, it's not gourmet, but it's and it's not Instagram worthy, but it gets the
Hey,
job done, and that's what matters, right?
absolutely, yeah.
All right, so let's move along to the forgotten fitness trio: sleep, water, and showers. These three are your foundation. Sleep, yes, it's a joke some nights, but prioritize it like it's your phone. You're gonna charge your phone up, right? So what do you do every night? You plug your phone in. So let's plug
Guaranteed.
yourself into sleep, right?
Yep.
Hydration. If your kids drink more water than you've got a problem. So have little
So how
water
much
breaks for
how
the day.
much water should we be drinking? Like I've heard things like, oh, 4 to 6 glasses. I've seen some
They
people say 8 to 10 glasses. Some people say 12 or more.
they recommend 8 per day. Myself, I'll drink about four liters a day if I can
Mhm.
during the summer, just because I work outside and it's pretty hot. So, but I
I
also
drink
mix it up with like electrolytes too, because I find that helps.
electrolytes. That's like stuff in Gatorade, right?
Similar, Gatorade's a lot of sugar, and there's other stuff out there now that you can get without sugar.
Mm,
So it's a bit, I guess, healthier. I know, like I like coconut water that has like tons of electrolytes in it, and it's not
yeah.
that doesn't have much sugar in it, right?
Okay. I'll try that one too.
Yep, yep. Then there's another one about hygiene. Take a dang shower, even if you bring your kids in and sing "Itsy Bitsy Spider." Like,
And again, a shower helps you recharge, and sometimes you forget you're doing it. You know what I mean? And then you don't realize that you're unhygienic at the moment, and
yep,
it can happen for every parent at every stage.
yep, yeah, absolutely. There's some other ideas you can also do is like one dad sets a water reminder that says hydrate or deteriorate, motivation and comedy.
And
So
don't
you,
forget that big water jug. You know, got the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, ten
yep,
o'clock, 11 o'clock.
yeah, I got one of those too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have those reminders. Sometimes you're busy doing this and other things. Like, oh, hey, I should drink some water. I've done it where I've done a 20-minute reminder. So every 20 minutes, my phone will go off and say
Hmm.
drink water or well, I did a push-up
I
challenge same
and
way.
I
So,
love this next one where moms can do a drinking game,
yep,
right? And every time they hear the word
mom,
mom,
she'll drink.
get some water down real quick.
You probably could drink quite a lot most days for sure. Hanging out with the kids. All right, real wins that matter more than ideal ones. You don't need to bounce back. You just need to move forward. Celebrate these wins. You did 50 squats today while doing dishes. Check mark win. You said no finishing the fries on your kid plates. That could be a win too. You put your phone down and took a 10-minute walk outside. Definitely a big win there. Don't aim for perfection, aim for better than yesterday. You're not a failure, you're a parent in progress, and that counts. Any comments, RJ?
Listen, I'm just gonna say you got me curious because again, I've let my physical activity wane in my later years, and there's just little things that I can do to improve the exercise, the fitness, the health regime. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Ways that I can keep my years because I always say, look, and I would love to be a grandfather one day. My kids are almost in their 30s and they're not parents yet, but I'd
Hmm.
love to be a grandparent one day and imagine, what kind of condition I'm going to be in if when I'm a grandparent if I don't take care of my health,
Yep,
right? So,
that's right. For sure. What a plan. This gets it. So you're thinking, okay, I want to feel good again, but I need something that gets my life. I've got you. Check out the Hardworking Parents Blueprint at hardworkingdadclub.com. This isn't about 5 a.m. boot camps and guilt trips. It's about fitness, food, and self care into the 10-minute window you actually have. So it gives you ideas of how to do something in 10 minutes instead of like hours, right?
mhm.
Because if you feel strong, you'll feel better. And if you haven't listened to 2020, this might be your chance to get caught up.
Yeah.
So,
And look, you know what? Yes, we get so caught up with life, we forget about these little things, right?
yeah, for
So,
sure.
look, you're giving people a reminder here right now. Again, you've reminded me, you've changed my thought process in just
Yeah.
this little 15 minutes we've spent together. So, I hope people take that from this is, you know what? It doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter your
Hmm.
ability, it doesn't matter what's going on in your life. You can still take that 10 minutes to deal with physical self care.
Yep, yep. Or just add it to little habits you have throughout the day, right?
Yeah.
That's key. That's like your habit stacking. Atomic Habits. If you ever read that book, it'll
Yep.
tell you everything, right?
Yep.
So let's do a quick recap for little parent warriors. You're not lazy. You're judging flaming bowling pins. Or juggling flaming bowling pins. Sorry. Fitness isn't dead. It's just hiding under your laundry pile. So look for it. And self care isn't selfish. It's your lifeline. Take the win. Take the walk. Take a shower if you need to. Thanks for hanging out with us today and being on the Hardworking Parents Podcast. Thank you, RJ, for helping out and being here as my co-host. I love it.
Yep.
You've got this, parents. Your back might hurt, your kids might be screaming, but your body still deserves its care from you. So until next time, don't forget to stretch before lifting that 45-pound toddler. All right, guys, have a good one. Any other comments, RJ?
No, that's good. Like I said, I hope people have taken what they can from this, and it's gonna.
What's that? Is that too loud? It sounded like you got cut off there for a second. Sorry.
Nope, I think I could hear myself, so I hope
Oh,
people
okay,
could hear
perfect.
me.
Yeah. All right, guys, have a good one. We'll see y'all. Take care. And if you're on YouTube, like and leave a comment and ring the bell so when we go live again, you get notified. And if you're watching on Facebook or in was it LinkedIn, just leave a comment and let us know what you thought about the show today. Or if you have any suggestions to make it better, we'd love to hear from you guys. Right?
Or a
Thanks.
talking topic. Let us know.
Yep. Yep. For sure. All right. Until next time. Have a good one.